Good morning. This is Ken Long from Tortoise Capital Management, and I want to present a short discussion about how I am framing a strategy in the ETF symbol AGQ, which is a double leveraged silver ETF. And I want to show how I use this strategy, this general approach, to support both my intraday and my swing trading. So we're looking at AGQ, and it is December 9th, 2010. Right, the first thing that I'm looking at is I happen to have a 13-minute candles here on a 10-day look-back period. When I look at silver, this is a way to look at it, a tremendous bullish move up to 158, a sell-off from 158 down to about 131. A sideways consolidation yesterday in the yellow. And then today, a gap up, a little bit of buying pressure, but still showing the signs of suffering from the previous max pain event from 158 to 131. That's $28 on 150. That's a little over 11% pullback in a matter of days. So that'll get anybody's attention. But silver's been a powerful sector, the most powerful sector all year. So there's reason to believe that there's an urge to buy on dips out there, and that's what I want to try to set up in this frame. So let me clean up the screen a little bit. Another way to look at that without the area is just up, down, find support, and then the beginning of a resumption, perhaps, of the trade. That's the hypothesis right there. Right, so now when I look at this, what I'm framing is this period of time, 158 to 131. And this is my reasoning. The distance from 158 to 131 is $27. A third of that is 9. So if I take the low, 131 plus 9, it gives me 140. I'm going to try to buy AGQ whenever it's under 140 and it's showing tactical momentum. I consider this to be some tactical momentum here. There's a gap up. It's held support. There was some buying interest. It has failed to fail further. I'm willing to frame that trade and say that, hypothetically, a local minimum is in at 131. So the vertical blue line is when I'm actively stalking it. I'm going to, let's just say I'm going to use $1. If I can buy it at approximately 138.50, that's about $1 right there. And I could either just buy that, or let me try to engineer the entry a little closer, 138.50. And then I have some profit targets that I can look at. I'd be really happy if I bought it, and then when I'm back up and immediately retested the swing high, but I don't really expect that. Maybe 153 were previous breakdowns. 148.5 seems to be an important support and resistance level. Maybe 143.5 looks like a reasonable target. And I can see if I can buy it at 138.50 with $1 of initial stop, and it's 143.50. That's actually a $7 move, so that my initial stop could be as wide as $2 or even $3 and still have a 2-to-1 on a retest of 143. So that's what I'm looking at intraday as a way to get into a swing trade on AGQ, the silver sector, based on what I call day one techniques. I want to have a nice day one 2-to-1 frame. A retest of 143.50 intraday wouldn't be surprising at all. That's well within its range of normal. And then there's the possibility that this thing could grow into a nice swing trade, and I've mapped out this little price ladder here of subsequent targets. I expect at each purple line that hesitation could happen, and so I wouldn't be reluctant to cash my profits on signs of hesitation and then re-enter if they break through those different barriers. And I've measured my risk here. If I didn't want to be that close, even $2 or $3 away, perhaps I could be down here at the bottom of the box, 132 or something like that, which would be more like a $6. If you're down that low, it's starting to get harder to see a 2-to-1, and your position size will start getting smaller too. But that's my basic frame on AGQ right now, and why I'm interested in it and why I stay with it. That sharp pullback and then a couple levels of local support being formed, failure to fail further, is what creates the investable opportunity to me, and then I can calibrate my reward to risk here. So that's today's discussion of framing a trade and day one techniques using an ETF, AGQ, which is 2 times silver. So thanks for your attention.